Welcome along to the Rush Green Stadium for this evening's Premier League 2 action. It is West Ham United, our Hammers against Derby County, as the games are now down to 3 in the Premier League 2. West Ham looking to finish the season strong, maybe even try and get to top spot before the playoffs in the division after the next 3 league games, and a big chance against Derby County this evening, who are right down towards the bottom of the table in 23rd to be precise, which will give the Hammers some confidence going into this. As taking you through it is myself, Tyler Morris, and then alongside me, Mr. Dave Martin. How are you this evening?
Very well, Tyler. Looking forward to this one. Obviously with the game tomorrow for Tottenham against Reading, hopefully can get 3 points tonight and put a bit more pressure on them.
And how important do you think it is to say that you've kind of finished top of the league section, even though it goes into a knockout stage, the Premier League 2 in the new format, but to still say that you've finished top going into it? Do you think it's an extra confidence booster?
Well, to say that you finished above Tottenham at any stage is always a nice thing to say. So definitely, you obviously have them boasting rights, and obviously going to the playoffs, it will be really nice to have that confidence going into that.
And there is a potential chance that these two sides will play in the playoffs. Derby County, they're still 7 points behind with 3 games, so they're going to need to get a result out of it tonight, which might just make things a little bit more difficult for West Ham when the opposition have to get something, do you think?
Yeah, I think at this stage of the season, whatever league or whatever level, when teams are fighting for points and survival almost, it creates a different animal. So they've got to be professional, and it's a part of their development of treating each game as it comes. And like I said, hopefully they can get that 3 points and a really good performance with it.
So all we wait for now are the two sides to emerge out from our left in coming to one of the last games at the Rush Green Stadium. But it's not just the league that West Ham are focusing on. It's also the Premier League International Cup, which they find themselves in. PSV, that's their next game. But for now, it's all focus on the Premier League 2. As here come the two sides, both West Ham and Derby County, for this evening's Premier League 2 fixture for the young Hammers. And what is a big night where they know they can go above Spurs in the table, which, as you said just before, is always a bonus, no matter the age group, surely, when you're a West Ham player.
Of course, whatever level you're playing at, that rivalry, I think, will always be here now, Tottenham v West Ham. So it'll be always nice to come on top. But I think I'm especially looking forward to tonight to see the young lads play, especially young Mason Terry. Obviously playing his football at Concord at the moment. So I'll be really interested to see how he's developed over the last 6 months or so.
And you've led me on perfectly to take you through the lineup, starting off with the hosts, West Ham United. As you mentioned, it's Mason Terry who starts in goal. The back three sees a change as Tarima comes into the side, replacing the injured Levi Liang, with Keelan Casey and Easy out completing the defence. Battram and Orford are the middle two, with Clayton and Robinson providing the width at wing back, and it's a front three of Moore, George Earthy and Swire. And then for the visitors this evening, Jack Thompson starts in goal. Radcliffe and Cox will partner up in the heart of defence. Robinson features in the deeper part of midfield, with Tony Weston just ahead, playing behind the striker, which is Weldon, and Maloney and Unto providing the width. So it will be Derby, by the looks of things at least, potentially to get us underway in just a couple of moments' time. We're almost set and ready at the Rush Green Stadium. Do you think West Ham will be looking at the table, seeing Derby County in 23rd and feeling pretty confident coming into this?
Yeah, I think so. The season that the lads have had, I think, anyone that you face up against, you'll have a good go at. But you never know in football. That's why it's a great game. So as long as the lads turn up and play with the intensity that they have all season, I'm sure this won't be a problem.
And a slight change just before kick-off. It will actually be the Hammers who will get us underway, as it's Swire who stands over the ball and then moves away, leaving it for Batcham. Meaning West Ham perhaps can try and get themselves straight on the front foot from kick-off. So away we go for one of the last times this season at the Rush Green Stadium, and West Ham happy just to get it up the field straight away. And the first involvement for Nusso now on the far side, and Luzial, who we know is an aggressive centre-back, but not winning the ball on that occasion. Stepping across his man. And might allow an early chance for Derby County this. Always important for West Ham to stay switched on.
Yeah, you ideally don't want to be defending a set piece this early, but you know you've got the leaders back there with Kalen and Louis. Hopefully they get this organised now and hopefully clear their lines.
The first potential chance for Derby as it's floated in. Dangerous looking ball. They've missed the first contact, West Ham, but then do get it clear. Looked like it was Casey, who you mentioned, with that important touch before being taken down. Might just be a first opportunity now to see what West Ham can do on the ball after playing it direct from kickoff. Looks like Mason Terry will be kicking into the wind, potentially a little in this first half. Is that something you always note as a goalkeeper?
Yeah, I mean, especially here, you do notice the wind. I played a few times for the 23s when I was here, and it can pick up the wind. But hopefully, it settles down as the night ticks on. But you do notice you want to kick with the wind as soon as possible, really.
Here is Casey. Back it goes now to Terry in goal for the Hammers, who was just forced to play it early. Derby County quick to get on with the throw, and they've got it in a dangerous area too, as it's flashed across goal. Pinto was coming in just past the number 7. That's been a strong start this from the visitors. This time yet to get going. Here's Lewis Orford now. Switches it across towards this near side. Robinson. He signed a new contract recently, which is always a great thing, especially at this level. I can imagine getting yourself a new contract.
Yeah, he's done well, Junior, so well deserved. I said hopefully he keeps progression now and doesn't think that it's done. I said the hard work starts now for him.
This Swire looking to work his way around the corner. Up by Robinson, who came back from the offside position. There was a goal scorer too in the last West Ham game against Brighton. A chance this for Jack Thompson now to smash it along for the visitors. Casey able to pick it up. That was just too short for Earthy. Derby County though rushing their attempts to counter. I think it's a bonus for West Ham this evening, the fact it's only 2 points off Spurs in terms of any potential complacency, because that will be a target for them tonight to go above their rivals.
I think it's always a nice position to be in to kind of chase, and at any level when you feel like someone's behind you at your heels all the time. I know it does go into a playoff kind of format after this, but you still do have that feeling of you want to be the top dog, and for us to chase Tottenham down and hopefully go ahead of them tonight would be a real achievement.
The Hammers have themselves a throw on the far side. Orford. And this is Mason Terry. So wins that header for Derby. Walden now picking up the pieces. First involvement this for the number 9. Wrong challenge, but a fair one on that far side. Moore looking to start a breakaway. He finds Swire. Look at Robinson now on the near side for West Ham. Swire looking to pick him out. Will keep the move alive. First round the outside superbly. And he's not giving up, Kamarai Swire. Almost bounced from inside the penalty area as he was down on the ground. This is Orford now. Earthy finding Clayton. Rima. Moving up from under 18s level towards under 21s this campaign, replacing the injured Liang this evening. Very drills it on forward. And Cox for Jack Thompson now for Derby. A risky pass, but it was one that's paid off for the visitors. That's a strong challenge from Tarima in the centre. Batcham for Orford. Who has seen his midfield partner change as this season's gone on. Freddie Potts, of course, on loan at Wickham. As his Earthy moving it forward. He finds Robertson now for West Ham in the first big chance, and the first goal for the Hammers. He signed a new contract recently. He scored against Brighton last time out, and it's back-to-back goals in back-to-back games for Junior Robinson, who smashes it home, beating Jack Thompson and putting West Ham into the early advantage.
A great turn by George Earthy there, and a good touch from Junior there, and just, got real power on that. And obviously maybe the goalie may do a little bit better, but it's a great strike. And I think I said just before that, they just kind of settled into the styles. I think Derby were going to try and do that low block, and it was going to be for West Ham to break down, but that turn by George Earthy broke the lines unbelievably there. So hopefully that continues now, that kind of pressure.
Is that something that's going to perhaps play on Jack Thompson's mind in goal? Maybe disappointed with his attempts. Is that something that he'll be thinking about straight away and perhaps throughout the game, or at least the next few minutes or so?
Yeah, I think as a goalkeeper, I wouldn't say that's an out-and-out mistake, but maybe he could have done a bit better. But it's about how you play now for the rest of the game. So we all make mistakes, but especially at this level, it's a development level. So it's how he comes back from this.
That's his Swire going on and on. West Ham looking for a second and almost getting it. And speaking about how the goalkeeper recovers, Jack Thompson making a fine save there.
Really good save there to come back. I think maybe Cam was just saw obviously all the goal there. I think the square was on there. So it's one of the things, if he doesn't score, obviously to say why didn't you pass it, but it's a good save by the goalie in the end.
West Ham with this corner, their first of the evening. It's sent in high. Flicked on dangerously by Regan Clayton. No one quite making the move in claret and blue. It's been a fast start from the Hammers.
I definitely think Cam probably should have cut that back to Sean there. And I think if I was Sean, I would have been going a little bit more irate than he was.
West Ham happy to press up high at Derby County. Just about got themselves out of trouble. Riley. There's the long ball in behind, and a miscommunication, but important defending in there. The referee is going to have to stop things. It was Clayton there picking up the pieces. I think it might have been Mason Terry just catching Louis Yao in the end, but miscommunication at the back.
Yeah, I think it's one of them balls that we've all been there as goalkeepers. Maybe Lewis was favourite for that, so just kind of let him deal with it and back off. But you know, as a goalkeeper, when you come, you kind of try and take everything, and unfortunately, he's taken Louis there. Hopefully, it's just a kick, and he'll be able to continue.
Is it one that once you've committed as a goalkeeper, you can't have both players kind of pulling out and then allowing the Derby player to get there? You've just got to go full in.
Yeah, and you know, even if you think that you're going to get hurt, sometimes that's why I think we play in goal. So we're not all there sometimes. I did it in December, just gone, and ended up breaking my rib because of it. So you don't always come on the right side of them decisions. But you know, like I said, he's been brave enough to come out all the way. I think just Louis just got that ball away just in time, but obviously caught him on the follow through.
We'll hope that Louis Yao will be able to continue for the Hammers. Good sign as he's starting to sit up. Signed just over a year ago, Sao Paulo. He's been a pretty permanent starter for West Ham since in the Premier League too. Was a part of the travelling squad to Australia in pre-season at the start of this season. A couple of the academy players featured. The one player that is getting first team action elsewhere currently on loan is Freddie Potts, who might just be playing at Wembley coming up. How important is that for a young player having a chance at Wembley in a cup final for Wycombe?
No, for Freddie and his development this year has been brilliant. He's played a lot of games now for Wycombe at a good level, and he's such a nice kid. I said really pleased with the family. Obviously Steve, and you've got Dan as well, who's at Luton still. But for him going into this game, it's a really big game. So hopefully that will benefit West Ham for the future of him playing in them type of games, where it actually means something going to a final at Wembley.
Looks like we'll be set to continue. Drop down for Mason Terry. It's going to be an interesting one for the referee, this, because Regan Clayton came across to clear. Whether it fell to a Derby or a West Ham player, not sure, but it looks like West Ham will have the possession as Mason Terry sends it long. Weldon, and then played down the line. An important challenge by Robinson. The goal scorer doing his defensive duties now at wing back. Good thing on that far side, as we can see Louis Yao ready to come back on as soon as he is called by the referee. Be a chance for Derby. It's a dangerous ball in, and it's an equaliser. Almost straight from the throw. The 10 men of West Ham for now caught out, as it was Weldon who leaped highest to head it home, and all of a sudden it's West Ham 1, Derby 1.
Yeah, it's obviously a quick throw in that they've taken there. It kind of fell for him, and obviously Louis being off at that stage, it's up to the lads at the back there to kind of organise that and just make sure you're solid for them 30 seconds or so that Louis is not involved. So hopefully that'll be a good experience for them from now on, and learning from that, getting organised as soon as possible.
It was going to be difficult from a West Ham point of view because Regan Clayton was the man covering, and he doesn't quite have the height of Louis Yao. Down the other end, that's some way to respond, as West Ham have now won themselves a corner.
But it's just like St Junior there, just go on, you've got a goal, go on, take that extra touch, be a little bit more positive, even test the goalkeeper, but it's not a bad decision in the end.
What can the Hammers do from this corner? The first from the near side this evening. Sends in towards the near post. Beat the first man. Here's Robinson. It's a loop one towards Clayton. Seen out by Jill for Derby County.
I actually did think the Fulham player touched that as that went through, so I do agree with him there.
I think maybe it wasn't quite the strongest of claims from Regan Clayton. But Derby now have it on the near side with Jill. Robinson now. Radcliffe moving it to the far side. Here's Jack Thompson. And by Maloney. Up by Luisi out. Good to see that he's okay again. And then just too much on the pass from Tarima.
Just as you say that, obviously Lewis has gone down again.
So it is always concerning when a player goes down for the second time. The question to you in this kind of situation is Luisiao, is he annoyed with his goalkeeper for doing that? And is Mason Terry, is he feeling a bit guilty right now, or is it something where they both can kind of mutually appreciate what they were trying to do?
Yeah, I think with them straight balls, it's always a tricky one, especially as the goalkeeper, to try and kind of judge the speed and the pace of the ball. And Mason's just come and done his job, to be honest. And it's just unfortunate that obviously it's not meant to do, is it? So it's an accident. And unfortunately, Lewis has come off the wrong end of that then.
Hammer's already having to deal with Liang out injured. Luisia might just be the end of his evening. West Ham are going to be forced into an early change. That's Josh Briggs, who will be coming on for the Hammers. Derby who get us back underway again. Yeah, they're playing it low down the line. They can continue now, Derby, with the throw.
I think it's always good to get your first touch, and that was good from Josh there. Obviously covering in and just clearing it out. So hopefully he can come into the game now.
It's that same kind of mentality, isn't it, from someone playing in a more defensive role? I guess to a goalkeeper, you want to make sure your first involvement, particularly for nerves, is a positive one.
Yeah, centre-backs and goalkeepers. It's always a tricky one. You said you want to get a touch of the ball as soon as possible. I said that, obviously that was really positive from him there. So hopefully this continues now, where West Ham are keeping the pressure on Derby in their kind of half. I think just almost Derby looking for a little bit more counter-attacks and balls in behind.
And towards that far side. Clayton there to win the header. Here's Cox now. He will get it back again. In behind towards the far side. Clayton there once more for West Ham. Earthy helping out with his defensive duties. There's a nice ball in behind. This could be a chance now for Weston. And there's delivery towards Maloney, and some take that from Junior Robinson. Here's Jill. Fox. And Radcliffe now. They seem to be trying that long diagonal towards the far side quite a lot, Derby County. Briggs gets there first that time for West Ham and clears.
He's done really well, Josh, since he's come on. He's dealt with a few instances there. I thought Mason was coming at one stage there, but he just held at that time and let Josh deal with it.
And the correction, it is Ezra Myers, in fact, who's taken that role at centre-back in the substitute, just to confirm. Mason Terry able to claim in goal for West Ham. Are they able to win the free kick for the Hammers? Who did make a good response to conceding, but has just slowed down a little since. Here's Terry. And Casey. Did well to get there first, but Derby County take it back again. There's been a few of these stoppages, as this time it is Derby player down on the ground.
Yeah, since the goal, it looks a little bit loose from the boys, so they hopefully can tidy up. Them situations sometimes when it's going long, who's going to be the person that has a bit of composure, takes the ball down, gets them first few passes off, and kind of calms the storm a little bit, and then hopefully get back to attacking Derby in their half.
You think when you're so far ahead in the table, you take the lead, which is kind of, you know, if you know you're doing your job right, that's what you'd expect, and then all of a sudden to be pegged back with an equaliser, as it almost kind of catches you by surprise? What might be happening for West Ham?
Yeah, I think it does. When your confidence is high, you've obviously scored the first goal, and then you do get pegged back. It does knock your confidence a little bit, and then it's just ruins your rhythm a little bit. It's about how now you gain control again of the game, because they were by far in control. It was only through balls that are going to hurt West Ham in behind.
The Rams with the throw. Still do take this kind of position, which they did find their equaliser from. Osayande. Radcliffe now. Sending it back to Osayande again. Radcliffe once more. Cox now joining in for Derby. Robinson again going for that diagonal, and Doe picking it up for the visitors. Burst on down the line and then skipping field away from Clayton. He recovered with a really strong challenge, and was then pulled down second time round.
Really good challenge there. I got that spot on. It was just outside the box, but you got to get them ones right.
Maloney plays it back, and Radcliffe now for Cox. This is Jill. Robinson. Jill again manages to take it in his stride, and that's moved on towards Maloney. In fact, he's going to get to his own pass there, and it could be a chance for Derby. Well, what a challenge from from Casey. The move not done yet, as Weston will keep it alive. Myers battling in there. Everyone battling in there from a defensive point of view, and Robertson doing well to see it out for the goal kick. But a nervy moment that for the Hammers.
It was a great challenge from Junior Robertson, just kind of slowed that attack a little bit. And then, you know, they had to be really gritty in there, the way they defended that. So I'm pleased with how they defended that then.
There is Myers looking to chip it towards Earthy. I'll be able to take it down again. They are enjoying a nice little spell, the visitors, at the moment.
If the lads can get back to kind of pinning them in this kind of situation, you know, all they've got then is like the channel ball and through ball then. Normally their strong points are the way they press, the way the Potsy's got them pressing.
Like that, as Clayton able to win it back and was then pulled back. And all of a sudden, as you say, from that press, it might create an opportunity from this set piece. Does look like they will play their way forward though, West Ham perhaps. Orford moves it on to Clayton. Tarima now. Just about moving on towards Myers. Here's Casey. With number 6 again. Robinson. Batcham now. Casey there again. Probably the best spell of possession we've seen from West Ham in a little while, as it's Robinson as well to skip around the outside.
Yeah, really good couple of switches to play there, but I found like the front line there was quite static. They was all in the same line, so they might need someone to drop into the pocket just to give them that kind of pivot, but they might be able to get high up the pitch with that.
Wow, that to Robinson again. Orford. It's a nice find for Earthy. And quite taken in his stride. So looking to carry it away for Derby County. Earthy has stayed down just off the ball. Hence, and Radcliffe did notice things and well, he thought about stopping it, but since Earthy is now back up onto his feet, has just continued there for Derby. You don't often see it play out like that, when the opposition decide to stop things and then get back going again.
Yeah, very strange to be honest. Very gentlemanly, I think, from Derby there. I don't think I've been in many teams that would have done the same thing and tried to slow the game down for an opposition player being injured.
And Radcliffe. Cox now. Too much for intake. Mason Terry there for West Ham United.
Yeah, similar thing with Derby. They get it that back line, and then they're obviously looking for forward runs. So it's just about how the defenders get their line right, and obviously if Mace can kind of help out behind, but doesn't always have to get involved either. Obviously what happened with Lewis earlier on in the game.
Linking up with Orford. Here's Thompson now. In towards Maloney, and he then caught Batcham. Could be a chance this for West Ham. Not too far away from goal, out wide, dangerous kind of position to get the ball into the Derby penalty area. We hit half an hour at the Rush Green Stadium. West Ham looking to restore their advantage. Will deliver towards the far post. Might just be the same again with this corner now.
The only thing obviously with Levi not playing and obviously Lewis going on, they've just lost a little bit of height in the middle now. Obviously got Kalen in there, but hopefully the delivery's right.
Goes from Orford towards the back post, and might have just jinxed it. Commentary curse, treating you wrongly.
Yeah, sorry, Sean.
It will be the Derby County goal kick. Of course, it is these strong winds. Probably the excuse that we can give. Casey will be able to pick it up now for West Ham. And quite direct it towards Junior Robinson. It's Casey. Myers running it on forward. Ram's able to take it down again. Robinson now. Looks to burst on round the outside for West Ham. Was he fouled? They're happy to continue. Almost fell for Sean Moore. Referee does pull things back for the foul on Robinson. And perhaps a chance for Lewis Orford to make amends from the poor corner just a moment ago.
He had a really good game for me, Junior. Said he's been obviously got his goal, but he's obviously been the attacking side and obviously made a few challenges defensively as well. So it's another good example of him being positive. And hopefully, I said, Lewis just does a better delivery than last time.
Provides the high sun towards the back post, and it's sent towards him. It's Earthy now, and the deflected effort doesn't go in, despite some behind us thinking so. Looks like it deflects onto the side netting. There will be another corner for West Ham.
Don't know if that was potentially worked on. Obviously, Kalen going the back post, and then it's little George picking up the second ball in the middle there. But said obviously unlucky with the deflection there.
Orford will definitely take this one. That's more the ball that he was looking for, but the referee seen too much pressure somewhere from a West Ham point of view, and does award Derby the free kick. Able to win the initial contact for the Hammers. Derby now looking to break away with Maloney, and it's going to be a yellow card, the first of the evening here for Junior Robinson. It was all going his way up until now. A goal, but now also a yellow card for the wing-back.
Yeah, the Derby player did well. They just obviously stepped across him, and Junior probably had no choice really, just to kind of run into the back of him. So I can see why it's a yellow.
The visitors are taking every kind of opportunity like this to deliver to the West Ham box, even from so deep. Maloney, who won it, will now take it. Drill it towards that back post. Bertarima are able to smash it away for West Ham. Mayers winning the next header. Weston. Showing some pace, the number 10, but not quite keeping it in play on the far side. Katie able to tower above for West Ham. Draw more, finding Junior Robinson. This could be dangerous now. That's high ball in, just too high for anyone in claret and blue.
Good pace there from Junior. Just unfortunate no one was at the back post there to kind of tap that one in.
We were doing well to win the header for the Hammers. Will Jill again. Good pressure from Moore now for West Ham. Looking to link up with Swire. And he's helped out by Clayton. And a big save from Jack Thompson. He got down fast. Orford. He goes down, referee waving it away. West Ham not far away from retaking the lead. Tarima. There he goes long.
Yeah, no, that was a great press from Sean Moore. Obviously picking the ball up, and obviously this West Ham team do really benefit from the way they press. Was unlucky there, great strike, and a really good save from the Derby goalie.
Simple one for the referee, that, 2 hands on the back from Swire. I'll be quick to get on with it. That press is just creeping up again from West Ham. This Jill. One more there again for the Hammers.
Yeah, I really fancy the lads. As soon as they get it back to the goalie, he hasn't really got much on, apart from trying to play straight balls into a number 10. So it's good time to really, let that press go there.
More able to pick it up for West Ham. This could be dangerous. This is George Earthy. And Clayton there again. This time can he finish? It was a fantastic block from Robinson. Derby County's Robinson to deny West Ham. Move not quite done yet. Backstrom for Casey. It's been a better spell this from the Hammers. Fantastic pick out from Casey. Is it just too much so for Clayton? Looks like it is.
Yeah, another good chance there for the lads there. Obviously George I think made the right decision there to kind of set that one off, and it was good touch, but just obviously a great block from the Derby defender there.
Those West Ham chances are creeping in again. After a little spell of not too much from West Ham. Seems like every chance they've had is just encouraging this press more and more. They will have themselves the throw. Robinson. Get on with things and find Sean Moore. Had a lot more action at Premier League 2 level since Callum Marshall went out on loan. Playing from the right side tonight. We've seen him up top through the centre as well. Casey for Orford. Earthy now, he's got a little bit of room, the number 10. Linking up with Clayton again. The low ball across. So dangerous, but Derby doing enough. This time not quite done there yet. Earthy. Used to enjoying each other's company at the moment, both George Earthy and Clayton linking up with each other so much. Gill was able to take it down for Derby, who can breathe at last. And it was Batcham's turn to press up high for West Ham. It will be the goal kick.
Again, there was a nice little knockdown from Caden Casey there, just headed it, cushioned it down with a little bit of composure, and then the lad just attacked with so much pace and power. It's just unlucky that there was no one in the middle there to kind of put the ball in the back of the net.
Thompson getting it to this near side. So West Ham winning themselves the throw. Robinson. Retriever now for Casey. That's a nice ball on forward. Here's Sean Moore. Couldn't quite evade Swire in the end with his ball in behind. Weston now for Derby. Referee waves it away. Earthy now. There's now for West Ham. Oh, fantastic work from Robinson. He's going to get it back again here, the number 2, and down he goes. Not too happy with the challenge. He was darting on, but I mean, how fantastic again from the number 2.
Yeah, it was obviously a great switch of play there. I think he almost controlled that one with his right cheek. But then obviously got the little nick through the lad's legs, and then obviously was positive again and got the free kick. So just wanted to be a little bit careful though, like reacting like that. Obviously he's on a yellow now, so we don't want any silly sendings off.
Both Robinsons from both teams on yellow cards as Derby's number 4 going the booking. Let's see what West Ham can come up with from this free kick. Keegan Clayton or Lewis Orford to take. We're approaching half-time at the Rush Green Stadium. Orford goes for it, and a fantastic save by Jack Thompson to deny the West Ham number 4.
Great strike from Lewis there. Nice little reverse. So he can always catch the goalie out that sometimes. But you know, the goalie's done a really good save there to get both hands in it around the post.
He was looking for his 4th goal of the season in the Premier League too, almost getting it. They will now look to turn provider, but again it's Jack Thompson this time able to claim for Derby County. Go into 6 additional minutes to the end of the first half. Of course, that leaves Yao injury. There's been a couple of others here and there too, hence the lengthy stoppage time. There's now for West Ham. Clayton almost finding George Earthy, would have been a fantastic pass.
Ezra Myers has done really well since he's come on. So it looks like he's almost started the game, so it's not always easy coming into a game halfway through the half.
Casey. Freeman now with a little bit of room. Lewis Orford looking for the diagonal. Important touch in there to deny it from reaching Clayton. Earthy. Swire, can he get it around the corner? He can. Clayton with the low ball in, it's dangerous. Robertson can keep it alive. And then Orford goes for goal. And again, a fantastic save from Jack Thompson, similar to the free kick. And West Ham so close to regaining the advantage.
A brilliant play from George Earthy again, getting the ball down, and they get the ball wide, and that cut back again, and a really good save again from the Derby goalie there.
Myers now for West Ham. Not enough with the header to try and find Sean Moore. He's been a big part of the West Ham pressure the last 10 minutes or so. Number 7 is Myers, and then back to the goalkeeper. Casey. Sean Moore managing to head it on, but not quite finding Swire. Always going to be difficult. Orford, fantastic turn under pressure. Fantastic pick out too. As Moore leads the breakaway and can't quite find George Earthy.
As soon as they get that bit of composure and they can, obviously play that ball in between the lines and really get at the, Derby's back line. They always look like they're almost going to score every time. So hopefully they can continue that more so in the second half.
Wasn't able to win the header. Grima. Well, they're first for Derby County, Maloney. And then Casey coming across for West Ham. And with the important touch.
Obviously, Junior's walking a tightrope now, obviously with that booking. So he's done well just to kind of hold his horses there and not get too aggressive with that tackle.
Cox now for Derby. Bremer had to stretch and made sure to get something on it. So end it. Not too much pressure on Casey. It was, says the referee from Derby's goal scorer, Weldon. Going forward by Orford. It was a nice idea, just too much for Shawmore. West Ham looked for one last quick breakaway in this first half. Might just be that for the first 45 into the last minute now of first half stoppage time. With this Derby goal kick. West Ham have definitely grown into it since conceding the equaliser. Particularly closer towards the half-time interval, have had some chances to retake the lead.
Yeah, I think the lads definitely started the stronger team, got the goal, and then obviously Lewis getting injured and being off the pitch for that 30 seconds or what it was. Obviously they got the goal and then it kind of knocked the wind out of them for 10 minutes. But now you can see now they've got their passes off and they've almost played more direct in between the lines. So you can see definitely the better team.
Well, there goes the half-time whistle. It was a strong start from the Hammers. Junior Robinson, back-to-back goals in back-to-back games for the number 2 to open the scoring. Derby County found themselves level after. The half-time score is 1-1. Here was that goal from Junior Robinson. A powerful drive. Jack Thompson might be a tad disappointed, but West Ham don't mind as they found themselves in front.
Yeah, I think said Junior for me has probably been man of the match so far. So he's obviously got to keep that up now in the second half. And keep being positive. Obviously, I know he's got that booking now, but said it's a good test for him to be show his discipline now as well.
And then just after a point where West Ham were briefly down to 10, and being a man short, they then conceded, as it was Weldon leaping highest for Derby County to score their equaliser not too long later.
Yeah, obviously the worst time that Lewis could have gone off, right in the middle of the 6-yard box almost. And it's a decent header, to be fair to the lad.
And that's it for the first half action. 2 goals, 1 for either side. Half-time score: West Ham 1, Derby County 1. Welcome back to the Rush Green Stadium for the second half here between West Ham and Derby County. Two sides making their way back out, and despite the scores being level, it's looking somewhat promising from West Ham, particularly towards the end of that first half, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said before, it took them about 10 minutes to get over, obviously, Derby scoring. But then after they started getting their passes off and, like I said, getting people in between the lines and attacking with real pace and power, I think West Ham looked by far the better team. And their goalkeepers had to make some really good saves to keep Derby in it.
It will be the visitors who get us underway for the second 45. It was West Ham who took the lead in that first half through Junior Robinson, who's I think we've both agreed being the standout performer for West Ham this evening.
Yeah, obviously after signing the contract in March, I said the hard work almost has to continue now, and he's definitely proven that tonight with his performance.
So here we go, time for the second 45 at the Rush Green Stadium. West Ham looking to take the lead again and go above Spurs to the top of the Premier League 2, with Tottenham playing tomorrow. It's Clayton to take this early second half throw for West Ham. He had most of the chances to give the Hammers the lead the second time. West Ham with the throw. Clayton helped out by yourself. Myers letting it back towards Mason Terry. Tries to drill it forward. Patram able to pick up the pieces. Robinson. Rima was put under pressure, happy to help it on long. Swire, a nice turn away from trouble. Three players around him, and exactly what you'd want from the number 9 in an isolated position to win West Ham the throw.
Yeah, I think he obviously turned into trouble almost. I think a switch of play there would have been ideal, but it's always tricky when you've got 3 players around you to kind of see that gap to try and get the ball out the other side.
There's Mayers now for West Ham. Clayton beaten to it, and so now for Derby. And an offside against Western.
Yeah, nice apology from Ezra there. I said it was a hospital ball written all over that then, so he done well just to get out of the way of that.
Casey, Orford. Earthy now able to turn. And Robertson just getting there ahead of Swire in the end. There's Jill now for Derby. On towards Western. Hayes did enough. The West Ham can't keep it, and Derby moving it on forward again. Might just be a shooting opportunity where West Ham have done well to win it back and might break away themselves. Here's Earthy. Swire now. Just to burst them around the outside. Fantastic work from the number 9, who's still going on here. And Radcliffe just about doing enough for the visitors.
I think he just got stuck under the Can's feet there. Just one more touch in front of him. I think he would have beat the centre-back there.
He's able to win it back for Orford. Robertson now, we know he's dangerous from an attacking point of view. Twisting and turning on the far side. Rima. This is Mayers now. Orford goes to the diagonal. It's a fantastic pick out, and Robertson with the chance. What a chance it was. West Ham close to taking the lead. pressure continuing with Alford now. Look for the switch out towards Clayton. Derby County smash it away.
That was obviously a great ball there from Lewis there to pick him out. And was it Junior? Yeah, and then just no one there to obviously for the cutback, unfortunately. So you just want to see Cam there. Can he get across that near post and just kind of deflect that in? But said great play from West Ham there.
Patcham linking up with Clayton, and it will be the same again for West Ham. Casey. Tarima now. Fantastic ball from Tarima, and more pulled to the ground. And will be the West Ham free kick, and I'm sure it will be more than that. It is going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, obviously a great ball there, and then obviously forward run from Sean there, and definitely for Junior getting booked in the first half, that was definitely going to be a booking.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what West Ham can come up with from the free kick. First chance in the second half to see the Lewis Orford delivery. Goes from Orford, and it's close towards Casey. Derby County get it away. Bayende playing it on down the line, and a strong challenge really from the both of them. Will be the Derby throw.
Great challenge there from Regan. That he needed. That was a kind of 50-50 challenge that he needed to make.
Smashed long by Thompson. Oh, but Derby just about doing enough to keep it. So Sayende playing it on forward. Into now. Looks to take on Clayton. Goes for the early delivery. It's dangerous. Might have been off the post. Might have been a fantastic save that from Mason Terry. Either way, West Ham happy that it hasn't gone in. That's the biggest chance of the second half falling to Derby County.
Yeah, it looked like a ball that kind of caught everyone out. It almost looked like it went through someone's from Regan's, sorry, yeah, Clayton's legs, and then it did hit the post, yeah. But obviously Mason's got across there and put pressure on him, so hopefully he's done enough there.
Closest that Derby County have come to taking the lead. Here is Lewis Orford. Casey. Nice reach in there from Batcham. For the toe in second time round too. Orford. Robinson now.
It was a good switch of play there. Just need a little bit more quality and a little bit more composure there to really kind of hurt Derby when he gets that switch out to the other side.
Too much for him to reach, and West Ham get the throw. Casey. Arriva now. Around the corner, here's Earthy. Just brought down.
Really nice flick there from Junior again. So it was just unlucky they couldn't really capitalise on that. But yeah, it was a foul. Foul from Derby there, definitely.
Might just be concerning this from a West Ham point of view. Earthy has stayed down on the ground and will need some treatment. The first stoppage of the second half. Of course, they were forced into one substitution. Through Louisiana in the first half.
I think obviously if George has to go off there, it would be a big miss because he's that player that gets in between the lines, picks up the ball, and he turns on that half turn, and he really gets at the Derby back line. So hopefully he's well enough to continue.
Yeah, good, Joe. Hang on.
Just sitting back up now, the number 10, which I guess some kind of positive sign. It's been a second half that's remained fairly even, really. A lot for West Ham to think about, perhaps.
Yeah, obviously had that big chance just there. It obviously went through Regan's legs and it caught kind of everyone out. Managed to get all the way to the back post, but Mason managed to put enough pressure, I think, on the striker, and he's obviously missed it and hit the post. But yeah, I think West Ham just need to keep that little bit more quality, keep switching play, and keep obviously going forward with them positive runs. He seems to be holding his head there, old George.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Oh, they come over here, something to do, and there, look.
Yeah, it was a real shoulder into the head there, so yeah, he's holding his face there, but hopefully he's all right to continue.
First time can get us back underway again. This is Lewis Orford. Casey now. And Robertson. Is Robertson going to get there first? There are appeals for a potential penalty, but it looked like strong goalkeeping from Jack Thompson.
Great ball there from Kalen. Inch perfect almost. Thought Junior was favourite. Yeah, I don't think the goalie's kind of got away with that one there.
Weldon looks to play one in behind. Tarima should get there for West Ham and does. Ayers now. It's Casey. Tarima just crowded out by Derby. Into drifting to the centre. Oh, what a challenge from Orford. Straight back up to get on with things as well. It's Mayers.
I think Derby have definitely got a higher line now, making it a little bit more difficult. But there is a lot of space in behind, so if Cam can get on the back shoulder of him.
So sent his ball in. It was dangerous and important defending in there from Casey. It is going to be a Derby corner though.
Yeah, like I said, Derby obviously are a little bit more higher now, so can we play in behind them a little bit more and keep pushing them back like we did in the first half?
So a chance here for Maloney. Move over to this near side now to deliver for the visitors. Powerful drive in, and important headed away by Mayers. Able to keep it in play and go for goal. Important save that from Mason Terry, who was down low. Everyone seemed to switch off from a West Ham point of view for a moment.
Yeah, no, really good save there from Mace, because sometimes you can get caught, you know, thinking it's going to be a cut back, but it obviously looked like he went for the near post there, and it was a solid save.
goes this corner, floated in this time round, and again the goalkeeper strong in Mason Terry.
Yeah, it would have been a foul, but really good punch from Mason there. Very aggressive and decisive with his decision.
Is Robertson now. West Ham quick to get on with things as it's sent long towards Sean Moore. Fantastic ball to find him. Moore, and a really good challenge in there, recovery challenge from the midfielder for Derby. Is Weston now. Radcliffe. Mayer's coming across West Ham, and he will be able to see that one out. To keep things going. Mayer's again. Into now. Paints his way away from Clayton. Low ball in. Mayers does enough. Now what can West Ham do with this breakaway? Led by Junior Robinson. Importantly, read in there by Osei and Dave of Derby County. It's not quite happening for West Ham just at the moment. Weston will chase. Mayers will get there first. Here's Sean Moore. He's taken out by the man on the yellow card, and he's going to get another here, Robinson. It will be the end of the evening for the number 4. No hesitation from the referee. Sean Moore staying down, which is the concerning thing, but the promising thing from a West Ham point of view is that Derby will be going down to 10. Robinson shown red. And that might just change things for the last half an hour or so.
Yeah, it was obviously definitely a second yellow. Really good play by Sean there. So flicked on by Cam, and then the touch got a little bit away from him, but he just had that speed just to get in front, and it's definitely a yellow there. So hopefully he's not another injury there. Yeah, no, it looks fine now.
So Derby County are going to make some changes because of the red card. To shore things up in the midfield.
It'll be interesting now to see kind of what tactics Derby do, because they've been playing a lot higher in this second half. So will they revert back to what they did in the first half and kind of do that low block, and hopefully West Ham have got that the speed with the ball to kind of break that down now.
Looks like it's the end of the evening for Maloney or Derby County. Comes Harry Hawkins now. In goes the free kick from Orford. Derby do enough to get it clear. Bruno should be favourites to that, but Mason Terry helping out. And strong challenge from the goalkeeper, but a fair one, that's for sure.
It was a long way out of the box there, wasn't it? So he needed to make sure that he got there first when you come that far out.
Here's Thompson. Looked offside from our view. We were just in front of it, just in line with it, I should say, against Weston. So the flag up against the number 10.
Yeah, West Ham got to be a little bit careful now, because if you want to go too high, they've still got that little bit of pace in behind, especially from their number 10. So yeah, it's just obviously he was definitely offside there from our angle then.
It's Orford now for West Ham. There's for Clayton. Hammers through. Ryan Batcham now. Robinson. Orford. Fantastic pick out to find Clayton, and this could be a chance for West Ham. There's the cutback, and there is the finish. Superbly done from Swire. No chance for Jack Thompson as the number 9 finds the top corner and puts West Ham back in front with his 3rd Premier League 2 goal of the season.
Really good ball there from Lewis to see that, the pace of it, and good run from Regan, and a great set for Cam. Said, like, you know, almost penalty spot out, just a little bit, probably a little bit higher than that, but said you've still got to put it in the back of the net, and no chance for their goalie.
How important is that for West Ham? As Derby, of course, down to 10 men. To make sure you get that goal early, because it's going to get more and more difficult, isn't it, at 1-1 the longer it stays at that.
Oh, definitely. To get that one, pretty much, you know, within 4 or 5 minutes of them getting one sent off. So the longer it goes on sometimes against 10 men, because it's not always easy to break 10 men down. So now they've almost got to come out a little bit more. So hopefully that'll give us a little bit more chance to go in behind and find that space in between the lines.
So Ben Radcliffe coming off, and it's Jack Perry on now for Derby, their 2nd change of the evening. They'll look to get back onto level terms. If they do lose this evening, it ends any hope of getting into the top 16 and the playoffs of the Premier League 2. So that might just mean there'll be more goals, because Derby County are going to have to chase something even though they're down to 10 men. So that, of course, might open things up for West Ham.
That's right, that pressure of, you know, thinking that you've got to, you know, every ball that's got to go forward, and instead of being patient against 10 men sometimes can frustrate teams. So now they have got that goal, they've got their noses in front. Now it's up to Derby now to put the pressure on West Ham to try and get the ball back. So hopefully that will, like I said, create more space in between the lines and give the lads plenty more time to attack and get, you know, more goals.
There's Sean Moore now for West Ham. Crowded out. One back by Hawkins. Couldn't keep it in play though. This is Lewis Orford. Earthy now. Orford returning it towards Earthy again.
That's it. It's really important for these lads now to show their development of how they manage a game, being 2-1 up with against 10 men. So as long as they keep control of the game, not, you know, trying to force things and give the, you know, sloppy possession away, that's going to be important for their development now.
Lewis Orford, he'll go direct towards the latest of the West Ham goal scorers. That's why this time looks to turn provider. It was dragged by George Earthy, who wants a deflection, won't get one from the referee, and it's going to be the goal kick.
Another really good ball there forward from Lewis Orford. Great run from Cam. Said, obviously, you know, Georgie picked up a nice position as number 10, but not too sure. He seems pretty adamant that he got a deflection there. Yeah, I think he's right there, number 8.
So the referee just had to have a word with the captain, Casey. Just have a word with George Earthy to make sure the descent doesn't creep in. After, of course, he did want the corner. Didn't get it from the referee. And wins the header on towards Tarima. Given away, almost given away, I should say. I'll be just about doing enough to keep it. But not for too long. Here's Meyers. There's Lewis Orford now. Patram. For Tarima.
I think this is the time now really for the lads to enjoy the ball. Let Derby come and try and press you, and then when it does happen, kind of play around them. So Lewis Orford obviously picking up that role there, almost like the quarterback role.
Fantastic work from Earthy in the centre as he gets it back again. Links up with Clayton again, and it was so close from a West Ham point of view. Derby just about doing enough defensively right at the last.
Really good play there from Georgie, and obviously Regan there. So it's just needed again someone across that kind of 6-yard box to kind of have a little tap in there.
There's Hawkins now for Derby County. Sayende now looks like he's moved over to centre back. So the latest Derby County change. Lento's just gone down holding his hamstring, always a concerning sign for any side.
Yeah, I just want to see Cam almost get across that 6-yard box. So that's obviously a tap in for strikers there. Obviously it was really quick play from George and Regan there. But can you catch up playing, bust a gut to get that goal?
And what do you think's being said over on that far side, those young West Ham players?
I think just enjoy the ball. Keep, probe him. Be patient. Let Derby almost come onto you, and then you can pick them off when they do try and press. So yeah, enjoy these situations sometimes. It's not usual that you're 2-1 up, especially getting that goal so early after the man getting sent off. So I said you should be able to control this game from here now.
So back onto his feet. But, usually it's something you don't want to take a chance with when it's the hamstring, so it might just be the end of the evening for the number 7. Both sides have had to deal with some injuries this evening.
I'm not surprised really. Obviously Regan this side and Junior the other side, they've been up and down them wings the whole night, so playing against that can be tough sometimes. So just shows you how fit the lads are. Our lads are.
So here come the changes. Looks like it might be a double change as well for Derby. Allen, the first to come on. Borsinto also making way. McAndrew coming on as well. Here's Tarima. Mason too strong there, winning West Ham the free kick.
Really good play there from Junior again. So he just needs to calm it down a little bit. Like I said, you're 2-1 ahead. Don't give the referee excuse to try and even it up.
This is Clayton now for West Ham, linking up with Earthy. Orford. Clayton just dispossessed. Day. Towards the centre by Derby, and they might just have a little bit of room to probe into here. Wilden wasn't doing well initially, just to slow Jill down. Hawkins, and then Tarima with a really strong challenge in there for West Ham. Mason Terry there to clean things up. There's to win it for the Hammers. Here's Clayton. This is George Earthy. Spread across towards Clayton. Loads of room here for the number 11. Already set up one goal this evening. This is Earthy. Wire. Clayton. You have alluded to, they are just enjoying themselves now on the ball, West Ham.
I see it, just get plenty of touches in and let Derby almost come to you. So if it's not down one side, then you come back out, go the other side.
Orford. Did rush the pass forward, and Derby back on with it again. Gill, only option was behind. This could be a chance, 1-0 for Swire. Might fall at that back post on. A fantastic save. Is it going to loop in? It does. And it's just what West Ham needed. The goal to just shore things up as they go into the 2-goal advantage. The deflected effort and a 3-1 lead for the Hammers now.
Yeah, I think it started on the other side where Shaw Moore pressed, put pressure on, obviously, and then Cam put pressure on the goalkeeper. Then it came out, and they managed to, kind of snuff them out, and then regain the ball. And then obviously they're on the almost like a little counter attack. So really good play from the boys there. And I thought he'd done really well, the goalkeeper, but he just managed to deflect it up, and it just held up in the wind almost.
Oh, well, West Ham now making a change themselves also. Number 15 on for Patcham in the centre, Sean Moore on the score sheet. Break on for West Ham for the last just over 10 minutes. This is Mason Terry.
A nice place to be in now. So there's a 2-goal lead now against 10 men. So just, like I said, enjoy the ball, keep popping it around, don't get sloppy. It's about being professional, not giving in any chance of a little comeback or a little fight back.
Here it's Clayton. This is George Earthy. First involvement for Rick. Back on it again, the substitute. Also a pretty good position for West Ham to be in terms of their energy levels, playing 4 days' time against PSV in the Premier League International Cup. A massive knockout game there. It's just what you want, being 2 goals up with 10 minutes to go and a man up too.
Yeah, of course, that's a big game on Tuesday now. So good experience for the boys again. Almost playing against a different culture, so it should give them great confidence going into that game now.
From Rig in the centre, Swire. Well, to hold on to things, Tarima. Clayton now. There's Lewis Orford. There's George Earthy finding himself in a slightly deeper position now for West Ham. Like he's dropped into that midfield role, with Rig moving towards the left wing since the West Ham change. It is now to be a West Ham free kick in the centre.
Yeah, obviously Georgie almost picking it up off of Mason's toes there, but I said it was a good run forward. If you obviously can see that run, then why not play it? I said if you can be patient, if you know you can keep the ball, then do that. But you know, if it's blatantly on, then why not?
Just a slightly concerning sign for Sean Moore. It looks like perhaps only just cramp for the latest of the goal scorers, the number 7. But have you been impressed in how West Ham have approached Derby since the red card? Of course, it was level the scoreline when the red card was produced, but we've had to see them hold out the 2-1 lead, go into then the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, obviously they're a very mature performance since then. They've obviously got it's almost like you can be too eager to try and break down 10 men and then get sloppy with your passes, but to kind of take the chance when they did, it was a great bit of play, and obviously a really good finish from Cam. So now it's just be a professional, seeing this game out, and said no more goals conceded, and if you can get a couple more, then that'd be great for confidence going into Tuesday.
There's Orford to deliver this free kick. Lives it towards Casey, just too much for the number 6, and goal kick Derby it is. That's Allen. Casey there first for West Ham. And how about that for a take from Tarima? Well, sends a nice ball forward as well. Sean Moore, what can he do as he finds Swire? This is Robinson. They're happy just to slow things down, recycle, and then provide a turn like that and win West Ham the free kick. Brilliant work again from the number 2.
Yeah, been really impressed with him tonight. So like since he's from the first minute he's been really positive with his attacking, but then also been doing his defending duties. But another occasion there where he almost sent me there, didn't see that coming. So it was a great turn, and then gets a worthy free kick there.
see what West Ham can come up with. Looking for a fourth. Laid off towards Clayton, didn't quite reach him. And now Derby would have had a breakaway, but it's always concerning because the referee very quick to blow up. Clayton down on the ground.
That looked a very nasty one, to be honest. I think they almost read that what was going to happen, and he's gone in there full tilt, and it looked like a 50-50 challenge in the end, which it shouldn't really have been. So hopefully that's not too serious.
The thing is that he is sitting up now, so that instant fear that it could have been serious might just fade away now. Always concerning when you see a challenge fly in like that and the referee blow up so quickly to call on the medical staff.
Yeah, I was a bit worried. Obviously, the lads all standing around him as well, but it looks like just he's got the kick on the top of his foot, which obviously is very sore. So, yeah.
Will hobble off on this near side now.
Yeah, they was onto it, weren't they? So it made it almost impossible for him to get the shot away, and he had to go. I think once he committed, he had to go full tilt. But he's obviously come off worse there. Stomping it on the ground, so he seems all right anyway.
He will be able to continue into the last, just over 3 minutes plus stoppage time now. Thompson has made some good saves tonight for Derby, but won't prove to be enough for his side. Here's Hawkins. Western now for Derby County, looks for the low ball in behind, and this could be dangerous, and it could have been one back. Did Mason Terry get there first? Well, it looks like the referee has said simulation against the Derby County substitute, and McAndrew is going to be in the book.
I think from our level here, I thought I did fear the worst there, to be honest. It looked like it did get there just before Mason, but I think the referee's got the perfect angle. We'll see now on the replay. Yeah, I think he's almost on the way down, isn't he? Before he's even made contact with Mason. So yeah, I totally understand the referee's decision there.
Must always be a daunting one for the referee. It must be brave to have to show the yellow card for simulation.
Yeah, but you almost don't want to give the referee the chance sometimes.
Orford, cool under pressure. Swire looking to flick it on. It was neat, but he couldn't find a man in Paradin blue. Orford. Ishaw Moore, it's opening up for the number 7 who goes for goal. It was powerful, but it was too close to Jack Thompson, who was down swiftly.
Sean's another one I've been impressed with tonight. I think I've seen him a few times in training, and his feet are literally lightning quick. But I think when it came to the game, sometimes he might have just been a little bit lightweight. But I think today he showed what he's about a little bit more. So it's just getting that consistency now as a young player playing regular 21s football.
I'll be Cook with the free kick, but Rima there for West Ham. Is Clayton good from everyone's point of view to see that he's okay now after the challenge on him just a few minutes ago. Here is George Earthy. It's almost at that stage where there won't be too much pressure from Derby County. They know that the game is well and truly past them now. So Clayton doing well to win West Ham the free kick. West Ham are just planning a couple more changes before the end here. We approach stoppage time. "12 minutes of added time that we go into.
I don't know who's going to be more devastated with that, West Ham or Derby, to be honest. So
Well, we've had moments where cramp has been coming in from either side. We've got a 2-goal lead. We've got one side down to 10 men. The play will continue. Here comes the West Ham changes. Briggs will come on in the first of them. It will be the end of the evening for Sean Moore as well, who has scored the latest of the West Ham goals.
yeah, like I said, Sean's been done very well tonight, as well as Regan. So they've been two good performances there.
Jala on to replace him. Stoppage time. West Ham looking for a fourth. And for that short approach again. We get it clear. Briggs' first touch isn't what he would have wanted, but Rima there to pick up the pieces for West Ham, not once but twice. And for Ajala to chase. There's a nice little skip and field. Casey doing enough initially, and then there with a strong challenge after. Briggs giving it away. I'll be getting their shot away, and Tarima with a really strong block in there for West Ham. There is Orford now. Sending it in behind towards Ajala. One back high by Ajala, and the pressure can continue from West Ham. Earthy. Orford. There going to be a chance for a shooting opportunity? No. Derby do enough defensively. Here's Thompson. Giving it straight towards George Earthy. Then yeah, West Ham just overplaying it. Good challenge in there from Robinson. He started the evening strong, he's ending the evening strong as well. West Ham also looking to end it strong themselves as a whole, as it's Robinson trying to open it up for a shooting opportunity. Derby do enough defensively. These gaps have emerged of late, and listen, Terry equal to it, able to claim for West Ham.
It's important now for the lads not to kind of lose control of this game. I know they've only got 10 men, but so them gaps are getting too big between the midfield and the defenders. So So just enjoy the ball, control the game, and you should be able to see this out now for the last five or so minutes.
Here is Tarima. There's Orford. Robinson. Wide dispossessed, and again that might just open up a chance for Derby. You don't want to give them the opportunity to get one back, because that will make these last 5 minutes quite nervy.
It's really important there. You know, them straight balls, he's got to be strong enough to protect that. So it's a bit disappointing. So it's at this stage of the game, you know, you don't want to put the ball at risk. Just keep switching play and enjoy the ball.
Derby with the chance now to deliver. So they look for one back late on. Lewis Orford doing enough defensively for West Ham to get it clear. They're not completely done as it swung in towards that back post. Smashed away anywhere by Swire. Orford trying to chase that second ball down, moving it on towards Mayers. That's a fantastic ball in behind towards Earthy, and a really good challenge in there. Orford. Robinson. Orford again. Tarima.
Get another mention for Sean Tarima as well. He's done really well. He's got back defensively, and then he's pushing forward now. Even now.
Here he is on this near side. Someone who's moved up from the under-18s level towards under-21s of late. As here's George Earthy. It almost opened up. So after the deflection will be the corner.
Yeah, nice from George there, getting in between the lines again, picking up that ball in the little pocket and trying to get half a yard for a shot. So you never know from that distance with George.
There's Orford on that far side now for West Ham, goes towards the near post. I want the same again, but will be the goal kick this time for Derby. Sending it out towards the far side. Rick's doing well in there for West Ham, and then Robertson also helping out Orford, now sending it in behind. This could be dangerous for the Hammers, as here comes the substitute, but an important save from Thompson to deny Ajala.
Another really good ball there from Lewis Orford. So he's almost like they said, the quarterback of the team. He's got a really nice range of passing, hasn't he? Curlers, direct, straight pings with a really nice weight on it.
Derby County causing their own problems this time. Rick couldn't quite find a teammate.
I think West Ham had a few of them chances tonight, and they probably could have had 4 or 5 goals where like the final pass or the final cutback, or someone wasn't quite in the right position to kind of put the ball in the back of the net. So West Ham have by far been the dominant team and worthy winners of this match today.
And of course we'll end the evening top of the Premier League 2. They're just 2 games off the campaign to go. Spurs will still have the game in hand. Of course, this whole division isn't over until the playoffs are done, the top 16 teams going through. We've known for a while that West Ham will be involved in the top 16. Now they're looking for number 4. That will have a chance from this corner. Another chance for Lewis Orford to deliver. 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. Is there to be a big finish from West Ham as they go for the short approach. Rick now. Has done well to take it down, but can't keep it. Robertson, as always, there for West Ham. Still battling on the number 2. Down he goes, and the referee will quite comfortably wave that away. Here is Tarima. Lewis Orford get a second go. Another fantastic ball in mind, almost well read just at the last. Yeah, he's doing so well to come across there for West Ham. Here is George Earthy. We might have one last breakaway here. Weston leading it. Goes to his left, and Jill with the low ball across it was dangerous. And Dreamer with the last touch. It's going to be a Derby corner. They're swift to get on with. Play their way around West Ham. That's a nice flick in behind, and how about that for an effort and a goal for the visitors. It's McAndrew, the substitute, with a thumping half volley, really. No chance in there for Mason Terry. And just like that, with what, just over a minute of stoppage time to go, well, it's West Ham 3, Derby 2.
Yeah, it's just a shame, really. They've been in so much control of this game that, you know, Derby haven't really deserved that goal, but it's a great finish from the lad, to be fair. So it just looked like the intensity, they're just waiting for the final whistle. Yeah, so the intensity's kind of dropped off. I mean, they are still trying to play forward, but so you've got to keep going in these games and just being professional and seeing these games out.
We have now played more than the 12-minute stoppage time, so all eyes on the referee, particularly now that the advantage is only 1 goal. Derby win it back again. It's an important challenge from Orford as he moves it on now towards George Earthy. And Ajala now. He looks to get his shot away and forces the save from Jack Thompson. Referee has a look at his watch and will let this corner take place.
I think he must have counted every second of the ball being out of play to find this much injury time, but the lads just need to see this game out now.
George Earthy's making his way over to the far side to provide the short option. Referee's had another look at his watch and now decides to blow up Bonson for all in what's ended up to be a fairly entertaining one at the Rush Green Stadium. The 3 points will go to the Hammers, who go top of the Premier League 2 for now. They took the lead early on through Junior Robertson, were pegged back by Derby County, but then got the next 2 after the red card from the visitors. It was 1 back late in stoppage time to make the final score West Ham 3, Derby 2.
A really good game there from the lads. Said there was some really good attacking play, but so there's a little bit of a shame that they conceded that late on after being in so much control. But so take some real confidence from this going into Tuesday's game now, and said hopefully they'll get through to the semi-finals on Tuesday.
This was the first of the goals. Junior Robertson. Seemed like a long time ago when it was light out, as he thundered his strike into the bottom corner. But Derby levelled things up not too long after. This was the 13th minute there, number 9. Weldon with the equaliser. And this was the moment where things, I guess, kind of got a little easier for West Ham. This was Robinson's second yellow card. But West Ham were able to then take the lead with the man advantage. That's a fantastic pull from Orford. Clayton also delivering to find Swire. And how about this for a finish into the top corner from the number 9? Something we'd expect from him. And what turned out to be the winning goal, after good pressure from Clayton, and another good delivery. And that time it was Sean Moore, the deflected strike helping West Ham. That looped despite the touch from Jack Thompson in goal. But we weren't quite done there, because very late on, minute 102, was when this man, McAndrew, linking up from the right, managed to loop one superbly, really, into the top corner to complete the action at the Rush Green Stadium and make the final score West Ham 3, Derby County 2.